Yo everyone, what's going on? Couriway here, and in this video, I speedran the HermitCraft Season 7 seed in under 15 minutes. Many people have suggested this, and although I've been planning on doing this video for some time, I think it's important to mention that Jevin, who is a HermitCraft member himself, also made a video speedrunning this seed, which I'll leave linked in the description for you to check out. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, remember to subscribe. Only about 20% of people watching my videos are actually subscribed, so hit the button below to see more awesome content like this. And if you're already subscribed, hit the bell to be notified as soon as a new video drops. Enough chit chat though, let's get into this run. Okay, run time. I am very excited to watch this back. So the first thing you're going to notice that we need to talk about is the spawn. This spawn is trash. It's awful for speedrunning. You can see here I actually start with hitboxes on, and what that's for is I'm actually resetting for a dolphin here. I'm actually resetting for a dolphin. I almost quit my game there because I didn't see a dolphin, and then I saw one, and I was like, cool. And I accidentally tried to switch game modes instead of hitting hitboxes turned off, but obviously you can see it didn't switch because I don't have cheats on while I'm doing this. So it didn't work, but I get the dolphin. This was so annoying. We're going to take this dolphin to a buried treasure, or not a buried treasure, excuse me, to a shipwreck, and we're gonna get all the iron we need there, which is really, really nice. But like, when I tell you, I literally had to reset like 15 worlds in a row constantly for like for dolphin. I'm not kidding. It took so long to get dolphin spawn. Sometimes it would be like 10 to 15 minutes without getting one. It was really annoying, but obviously really worth it when I don't have a tree at the start to have such a big boost from a dolphin. So obviously it was super worth, and you know, it worked out. You're seeing the run, right? So it's good there. I get so much iron that I actually decided to make armor. I usually do that in runs like this, especially on a set seed if I have the opportunity to, because why not, right? Like, I'm not going to use the iron for anything else. I have all my tools, I have everything that I need, and I'm going to get my wood here because there's no real other place for me to get wood that's logical. So I'm just going to use this shipwreck as kind of a forest, if that makes any sense. And we're going to grab all of the wood that we need here for the entire run, which is really, really nice. And, well, actually, that's not true. We're going to grab all the wood that we need in the overworld right here. And then we're going to take our dolphin all the way to the mushroom biome. So, the mushroom biome is really nice. Obviously, this is like, I actually haven't watched too much HermitCraft Season 7, I'll be honest, because I just don't have the time anymore with doing this full time. But with going to the mushroom biome, I'm able to get a lot of food, and this was really nice. You can see I craft bowls. That's great, and I'm able to get a bunch of mushrooms. I don't have to worry about food. I thought about this. This was a really like thinking process here. That's not the correct wording, but you know what I mean. I had to really think about food in this game. I had to think like, okay, where am I going to enter for my lava, and how can I get food on the way to my lava? And the most logical thing was, okay, I really want to go to the mushroom biome because obviously I could just get a bunch of mushrooms. And then it was, okay, well, if I'm going that way, where's my lava pool going to be? So there wasn't a lava pool on the island, as I do a nice little 360, because why not? There wasn't a lava pool on this island, so I had to go down below in a cave to find one. That was realistically what I had to do. And what works out really nice here is there's a bunch of gravel at the start of this cave, so I'm able to get my flint, which is great. I'm able to get some building blocks, just build over that lava. I don't need to worry about it. And something else you might have noticed is I turned all my wood into slabs. So why would I do that? Question of the day: why? I haven't done one of these in a while, but why am I using slabs as what am I doing here? As I use slabs to make my portal. Why do I actually need the slabs? Not to make the portal, but why? Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And we're going to enter the Nether here at the 3:15 mark, which is really, really good pace actually for these runs when I was doing these. Usually I would enter around 3:40 because sometimes I get tripped up on things. 3:20 was really, really good pace. And this is what we're going to use the wood for right away. A very long speed bridge. If you are familiar with my Dream SMP speedrun, this is something that I did there. If you're familiar with my rerunning the worst seed, or worst speedrun, I guess would be the correct grammar, I did this as well. And it is quite a trek. It's not easy to do. I think I kind of nailed the speed bridge. A couple runs, more than a couple runs, I should say, died to this. But that's why we needed the slabs. It was the easiest way to get blocks. For any people that don't know too, speed bridging with slabs is much harder than speed bridging with normal blocks because you have, you know, half the space to place your next block. So really happy I was able to pull that off. and we are home free now. So this Nether is actually pretty poor, which kind of stinks, but there's not much you can do. It's not like I can reload a different seed or change capitalization. There's one HermitCraft seed. I gotta work with what I got, right? So this scouting took a lot of thinking and thought behind it. And I recorded the scouting for this, but I think I deleted the recording. If I didn't, check the description, but I'm almost positive I did. So if I did, I'm sorry. But it took a lot of thought process to do the routing for this. And basically what I came up with was, okay, where's the closest bastion? How can I go to a fortress from there? And does it make sense ever in this seed to go to a fortress first? And the conclusion I came up with was no. It does not make any sense. And here we're going to grab some more wood. This is the last wood we need for the run. This tree also makes no sense. It just stops when it gets to the nether rack. But this was the thought process I came up with. There was only one bastion in the first chunk, or the first quadrant, and we've talked about quadrants before on different speedruns. If you're unfamiliar, go check out some other videos, mainly my tips and tricks to talk more about quadrants. But there was one bastion in the first quadrant, and it was a bridge, and it was very far. So I have to travel all this way. This is the only way I'm going to get to a bastion, right? And all the structures were really far. So I thought it just made sense with all the structures being really far that bastion first probably makes sense. And a bridge bastion is really nice because it's the least RNG based bastion. It's not the quickest bastion by any means, but I know that in a set seed run, if I get a bridge bastion, I'm not going to really have to reset for things that I need, especially if I'm able to get obsidian in a chest, right? There's so many gold blocks here. I don't have to worry about if I'm going to get pearls or if I'm going to get string or anything like that, because 16 gold blocks is almost always going to be enough. So very few runs actually died to this bastion, which I was super, super happy about. That's always a really nice thing. The thing about this run, I would say that the story of this run is it was very consistent, although a challenging seed. It was consistent while challenging. And this piglin was mad at me, and I was trying to figure out why. And I was like, wait, I didn't make a helmet, so I have to run all the way back. Absolute stupid move from me. But thankfully, it was pretty correctable really fast. And that hoglin got stuck in the process, which was nice. And then I'm able to go back up here. If I didn't see that piglin with a sword up there mad at me, I would have killed this run, and it would have sucked, because this run is really, really good. But yeah, as I was saying, the story of this seed, in my eyes, was the seed is really bad for speedrunning, but it's really consistent, and it's a challenging, fun seed. I honestly really enjoyed speedrunning this seed. I think it was one of my favorite runs, and I think this seed, or this run specifically, is one of the best ones on my channel. I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. The kind of thing that stunk a bit about this bridge bastion, I've talked about this route before. It's called the dip route. It's a really, really good route for bridge bastions. For some reason, I didn't really get that many piglin. I'm not quite sure why. It kind of just changes. It really just has to do with where piglins spawn. It's a lot of RNG. But unfortunately, in this run, I wasn't able to get that many piglins, but it was okay. I ended up just throwing these piglins, these three over here, a bunch of gold rather than just like one, because I wanted them to trade, and it gave me more piglins to trade with, that since I didn't have that many in this pit down here. So that worked out really nicely. And then I jump in this pit, I see what I need, and I'm going to throw the gold back in because I'm going to pick it up. And I see I have 50 string, which is basically enough already, and I only have 5 pearls. So at this point, I'm going to clear out my inventory. I'm going to reset on my stew. Stew management was really, really important here, because again, my food for this entire run is just the stew, right? So had to manage that well. I have 12 pearls at the moment. I really want one more pearl trade here, and I get 2, I think. I think I got 2 there, because I was sitting at 9 pearls, and then I get 20, yeah. So I got 2 pearl trades there, which was really nice. And I wanted a fire res, and I got a fire res. And, oh, I'm waiting on obsidian, excuse me. And yeah, waiting on obsidian. I need one more piece. Going over to the other piglins to see if they drop some. And lo and behold, 2 more ender pearl trades and the obsidian that I needed. So I'm like, all right, perfect. Awesome, we're out. Leaving the bastion at the 8-minute mark, which, for how far we had to run on the seed, is really, really good. I was super happy with this. Chuck a fire res potion on myself. And now we are on our way, ender pearls and all, to the fortress. So the fortress that I decided to go to was actually not extra regional. It was actually still in the same quadrant. It was just very, very far in a completely other direction. So this is again where the seed becomes challenging and kind of just not a good speedrun seed, but really, really fun to route and just throw the ender pearls. I was really having a good time with this. It was really fun to map out where I was going to throw. And there's also a stew restocking point. Stew restocking point coming up right down here. In case I was really low on food or took a bunch of damage, I was able to grab more mushrooms. I still grabbed some here because this is basically the last part where I'm able to get mushrooms. So that worked out really nicely. And we are about halfway to the fortress now. Nice little stew restock, and then I decide while I'm regenning my hearts to make more stew. That always kind of seemed to make sense to me when I was low from ender pearl damage. Mushroom stew doesn't really regen your hearts super fast. So when I was low on hearts, like I kind of am now, I'd organize my inventory, be like, okay, what do I need to do? Let's see what I can fix, what I can craft, anything like that while I was waiting to regen the hearts. And we are now in a Soul Sand Valley. We are going to hop over, and now obviously you can see the fortress. And we're going to pearl on over inside. And boom, at the 940 mark, we've made it to the fortress. Very nice indeed. And something, like I said before, this run is really, really consistent. And one of the things that made this run super consistent is, as you're about to see, this seed, or I guess this fortress on this seed, is in fact a double blaze spawner, which is so good for a set seed run when I'm trying to just get a really fast time, because a lot of times on set seed runs, my runs die to blaze rods, right? That's a really, really big thing. I don't want you to be watching a run and it's just me standing in a blaze spawner and no action happening. That's just boring. So a lot of times when I get even average blaze rod luck, I'll just reset because it's not worth it, right? But when I have a double spawner, there's always action going on. So I didn't have to really worry about resetting as much here. Even now, like I'm 0 for 4, but there's always blazes to kill. So it works out really nice, and I have a fire res from the Bastion. So what do I have to worry about? I'm just chilling. I'm going to kill some blazes. I think I'm like 0 for 5 right now. I finally get one. 2 for 7. And then this one doesn't drop. So I'm 2 for 8 at the moment. I think I end up going 6 for 14 or something. I check at the end as well. But I think that's what I end up going. And the other thing that's kind of unfortunate for anyone that's familiar with my set seeds or any other runs that I've done is we are now going to do something called random/blind traveling. And basically what this is I'm going to make a nether portal, and if this was a normal random seed run, it would be completely random. I would have no idea where I'm making this portal, and I would just really hope that I'm in or close to the stronghold. And there's optimal coordinates that you can place that at, but in a run like this where the seed is obviously set seed, I know where I need to travel for the stronghold. So, and I get 6 rods, by the way, so I just leave. I don't need to kill the other blazes because I'm not going to throw any pearls because this is, or throw any eyes because this is a set seed, right? So, like I was saying, I'm going to go to the exact coordinates that I know is going to put me near a stronghold, and then I can just dig down into the stronghold, which is really, really nice. And it's something I do a lot in the set seed runs. We've come to the conclusion, me in the comment section, that it probably makes a lot more sense to just not throw the eyes and confuse people and have people think that maybe it's random seed. No, it's not a random seed. I know the seed. Obviously, I know the seed is the HermitCraft seed, so on runs like this, there's not really a way to do it random. So we're going to make a portal here. This is a really optimal spot. It's going to put us low in the ground. It's also going to be a really good point in the stronghold ring. This is actually the second ring of strongholds as well, which is really cool. And as you can see, as we go through the portal, it puts me right in the stronghold. I was actually able to do this. It is very rare that you're actually able to make a portal directly into the stronghold from the nether. And we were able to do so. I was super happy when I found the spot for this, and it works out really nicely. So we're in the stronghold. We don't have to do any digging down, and we can head straight to the portal room where it is going to be a 1-eye, which is totally fine. That's why we grabbed 6 eyes, or 6 blaze rods, excuse me. And we're going to hop in the end here at the 1250 mark. Crazy pace for this type of seed where we had to do so much traveling, and just a really poor seed in general where we had absolutely nothing to start with besides a dolphin and a ship. And now here we are in the end at the 13-minute mark, getting ready to one-cycle the dragon. We're going to set up our obsidian and wait for the dragon to perch. Oh, and this crazy thing happens. So I know I have ender pearl, so I'm going to throw a pearl up here to get set up. Watch this. Watch this. Knocked off by the dragon, and I nailed the pearl throw. That would have been bad. That would have been very bad. That would have killed the run instantly if I missed that pearl. And yeah, that's really going to do it for me here. I hope you enjoy the one cycle. I hope you enjoy the seed. It was so sick. And yeah, enjoy the cycle, everyone. I will see you on the other side. Enjoy. Oh my god, dude. That was too close. I thought I was going to die at the end. Under 15 minutes. This is going to be under 14 real time, too. 1359.25, sub 14 on that seed. Oh my god, that's insane. That's insane. That might have been my best executed run. That was insanity. Wow. And yeah, as you can tell, me in the moment was pretty hyped about that. I am super happy. That was with really bad blaze rods too, so I was super happy with this run. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, it was cool to speedrun the HermitCraft seed, as I've watched HermitCraft since I was like, I don't even know, for so long. So that's going to do it for me. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out, everyone.